Now, let's discuss how to analyze worry and overcome worry. The first three cards that we discussed had principles with which we can relate with others. And now we are going to discuss principles with which we can relate with our own selves. Because of worry, we have forgotten the fine art of relating with our own selves. So, therefore, let's find out how to analyze worry and how to overcome worry. Four ways to analyze worry. Whenever you're worrying, just instead of simply sitting and worrying, analyze why are you worrying or what's making you to worry. So it says, get all the facts. So here, get all the facts. Don't opinionate. Don't philosophize. Get the facts right. What is that which is causing you worry? Why is that you're worrying? And the moment you get all the facts, then it says, weigh all the facts and then come to a decision. Now go through the facts that you've put out, see it very clearly, prioritize it, and then come to a decision. And then once a decision is reached, act. Now this is a very, very important element. Now you've got the facts. Now you've weighed all the facts. You've come to a decision, what to do and what not to do. And now, once a decision is reached, act. If you don't act, the decision that you took will become a wrong decision. So therefore, immediately put into action and get things rolling. And the next principle says, write the answers of the following questions. So here, how do you act? Write the answers of the following questions. It says write the answers. It's not thinking about it. It's not talking about it. Write the answers of the following question. Write down what is the problem. Write it down. I don't have money. I've got relationship problem. My health is not good. Whatever it is, write it down. And then write down what are the causes to the problem. Just go beyond, go deeper and write down objectively what are the causes of the problem. Having written the causes of the problem, and now write down what are the possible solutions. Here again, be absolutely open-minded. With all that openness, write down the possible solutions to the problem. Just imagine a situation. If you have on the paper the problem, the causes of the problem, and the possible solution, then you'll find the right solution will pop out like a popcorn and hit you between your brows. And this is what is science of problem solving. Now, having discussed how to analyze worry, now let's see how to overcome worry. Now, when you're worrying, if you want to overcome it, very importantly, live in a daytime compartment. When we say live in a daytime compartment, ensure your entire day is scheduled. The moment your entire day is scheduled, there's no chance for worry to enter inside you. For instance, virus attacks the human body when the immune system is low. Similarly, worry enters you if you have loose end of time. So live in a daytime compartment. Daytime compartment does not mean be a workaholic. It means you schedule everything. Even if you want to feel lazy, schedule it. The duration that you want to feel lazy. If you want to just walk around and be free, even that you schedule. Even if you want to worry, schedule your worry time. So that means everything is under your control. This is what is known as living in a daytime compartment. Now there's no chance for worry to enter inside you. Very beautifully said, an idle mind is devil's workshop. So therefore, never keep yourself idle. Instead, ensure that you have a scheduled life by living a daytime compartment. The next principle says, face the trouble the following ways. Whenever you're confronted with a problem, with a challenging situation, face it the following ways. Ask yourself, what is the worst that can possibly happen? Now you're expecting something to happen. And now, when you're expecting something to happen, expect the worst. Ask yourself, what is the worst that can possibly happen? Is the worry that I'm going through, is it going to be making me penniless? Or is it going to make me jobless? Or is it going to be making me feel roofless? It's not going to be. That means you really don't have anything worthwhile to worry at all. And now, having prepared to accept the worst, now it says, prepare mentally to accept the worst. Because earlier, you asked yourself, what's the worst that can possibly happen? And now prepare mentally to accept the worst. And now that means you are accepting the worst, willing to take on the worst. Now you're developing the resoluteness within you. You're developing the courage and the confidence within you. And now you're only making yourself stronger to face the situation. And the next principle says, try to improve on the worst. Now you have gone through it. You have mentally prepared yourself for the worst. And now when you're going through the entire situation, try to improve on the worst. That means you should not face a similar situation again, because you have learned from this mistake and now you're making yourself and you're trying to improve on yourself. And the next principle says, remind yourself of the exorbitant price you can pay for worry in terms of your health. Now, every time when you're worrying, it's going to take a toll on your health, because psychologists say, even medical science says, 85 to 90% of all our sickness is psychosomatic. That means 85 to 90% is mental. That means when you worry, your mind gets disturbed, and that affects the immune system and the body. So every time when you worry, you get headache or stress or any other ailment, and you rush towards a medical doctor, little realizing the cause for it. 85 to 90% is the psycho aspect of it. And the psycho aspect is because you lost your ease, and therefore the disease has crept in. So here, work on your psycho aspect, the psychosomatic aspect, and then you find 85 to 90% of the time you're a healthy person. Only 10 to 15% probably physical ailment will come. You might have to go to a doctor. But when you work on yourself and have that equanimity, then you find you've worked on your mentality, your psych part of it, and therefore you are a healthy person. So your health is very important. So don't worry, because you're going to pay an exorbitant price in terms of your health. The next principle says, apply the law of averages in your favor. There is a situation that's happening. Now you might be expecting the worst to happen, but the law of averages is always in your favor. That means the possibility for you to be safe, the possibility for you to overcome it, the possibility of it coming to you is very less. So therefore, apply the law of averages in your favor. And then you have that strength within. And if at all any eventuality had to come, you will be all prepared to take it head on. So here we have got wonderful principles of analyzing worry and overcoming worry. And then you find you are a strong person to face situations of all kinds.